Okay, let's talk about Roblox because 2025 wasn't just a good year for them, it was an absolute breakout year. They didn't just meet expectations, they totally shattered them. So we're going to unpack the numbers, the strategy, and the huge debate that's going to define where this company goes in 2026. Let's dive right in. First up, let's look at the number that really turned some heads. We're talking a massive 36% growth in revenue for the full year. Think about that. That's not just beating what they thought they'd do. It's a sign that the whole business is kicking into a much higher gear, maybe even faster than anyone expected. But for anyone who follows this stuff closely, the real story is in the bookings. And bookings are basically the money people spend on Robux, right? It's what they're going to spend in the future. And that number, it surged an incredible 55%. That tells you this isn't just a one-time pop. The momentum is building, and it's building fast. So what on earth is going on here? Numbers like these don't just happen by accident, right? This is a sign of a real turning point for the company. And it's not just about more users. It's about a fundamental shift in who is on the platform and what they're doing there. Okay, so let's get into the single biggest reason for this explosion. It's something people have been talking about for a while. The aging up revolution. For years, everyone just thought, oh, Roblox, that's a kid's game. Well, 2025 was the year that idea officially got thrown out the window. And here's where it gets really, really interesting. Look at this. Daily active users shot past 111 million. That's a huge milestone. But the key thing to see here is the mix of those users. The slice of the pie representing older users, those over 13, it's not just growing. It's getting bigger and bigger every single year. You can just see it taking over. And here it is, the stat that just underpins this whole story. The 18-plus group, it's growing at over 50%. That is by a long shot the fastest growing group on the entire platform. And that is the absolute key to unlocking the next level of making money. So why is that such a game changer? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. Older users spend more money, about 40% more, in fact. So it's not just that Roblox is getting more users, they're getting more valuable users, the kind of users that are driving those huge booking numbers we just talked about. Okay, so you've got this older audience. How do you keep them engaged? Well, it's not magic. You need better, more sophisticated experiences. And to get those, Roblox has built this incredible economic engine for its creators, basically making it worth their while to build amazing stuff. At the very heart of this is what they call the Developer Exchange, or DevEx for short. And the idea is super simple. Creators make cool stuff, they earn Robux, the virtual currency, and then, here's the magic part, they cash it out for real money. This is what turns building on Roblox from just a hobby into a legitimate career. And we're not talking about a little side hustle either. This can be incredibly lucrative. Get this. In 2025, the average earnings for a top 1,000 creator was $1.3 million. That is life-changing money. And that's exactly the kind of thing that attracts serious professional talent to the platform. And what this does is it creates this amazing flywheel effect. It just feeds on itself, right? The big payouts attract the best developers. Those developers create way better experiences. The better experiences bring in more users, especially those older users who spend more. And all that spending means Roblox can fund even bigger payouts for creators. And the whole cycle just spins faster and faster. It's the engine driving this whole thing. All right, so we've got this explosive growth and we've got a booming creator economy. That's all great. But if you're an investor, you're asking the big question. Is any of this turning into actual cash? Can they make this profitable? Well, in 2025, the answer was a huge yes. Just look at the first quarter, an 86% jump in free cash flow compared to the year before. That's a classic sign of what's called operational leverage kicking in. It's when your profits start growing way faster than your revenue because you're getting more efficient as you get bigger. And let me tell you, for a platform company, that is the holy grail. And look, this is not just happening by chance. It's all part of a very deliberate strategy. They're doing things like scaling up their own infrastructure to bring down the cost per user. And they're leaning hard into AI, not just to help you find cool new games, but to make expensive things like moderation, trust, and safety way more efficient. All of that stuff helps the bottom line big time. So all this incredible performance sets up the big debate for 2026. The question isn't really, can Roblox grow anymore? We know it can. The real question is, can they keep this up? And more importantly, what's it going to cost them? And here's how Wall Street is looking at it. The bulls, the optimists, they say, look, this aging up trend has a long way to go. They haven't even really started with immersive ads yet, and AI is just going to keep making them more profitable. But then you have the bears, the skeptics, and they're worried about the massive ongoing costs of just running the platform, the crazy expensive race to get the best AI talent and hardware, and of course the intense competition for those older users. So really, it all comes down to one single massive question for 2026 and beyond. Roblox has this huge goal, right? To connect 1 billion people every single day. The entire investment case, everything, hinges on this. Can their big bets on AI and efficiency generate enough cash to pay for that incredible growth without totally destroying their profits? That is the multi-billion-dollar question that every single investor is going to be watching.